Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. Today is Sunday. It is June 28th, 2026, and welcome. If you've never been here before, I want to take the opportunity to say thank you. And of course, I want to say welcome to the show. If you've been here one time, five times, 10 times, 50, 100, or even more, I'd like to say not only welcome and thank you, but I also want to say the words welcome back. I always appreciate people that enjoy the quality and content that I produce here on this show and many other shows. If you've not checked out believemeachieve.com, what are you waiting for? Go check that out. That is after the show is over. So, this is Inspirations for Your Life, guys. Our master topic for the week is how to let go and level up. It's series 5, show 27, and how to let go and understand to release those past power moments. Series 5, show 27, episode number 2. Our theme is stop living in what used to be land, right? What used to be. That may not be tomorrow. Our community spotlight, I'm happy to announce the shout out goes out on Sundays and on Thursdays. Today, we're giving a big shout out to Mama T's in Hawthorne, New Jersey. Yes, 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 yes. We love what you are building with your menu, your community, energy, and the way you support local food culture. We would love to feature you on Inspirations for Your Life and bring a live podcast show directly to your location. It'd be a great opportunity to highlight your story, your food, and your community impact in real time with a live audience. So, if you are open to it, we would be excited to collaborate with you and come on site to record a live episode and showcase what you are doing with your team and bring your community in to be part of it. And all you need to do is just visit jcmacademy.com. It's completely free. That's jcmacademy.com. Click on contact us at the far right and let us know you want to invite us to do a live show there. And then the replay will also be played. It's 15 minutes before the show. We get set up. It's about a 27-minute show. After that, we wind down. There's a 15-minute author talk, 15-minute Q&A, and then we wrap up 15 minutes for the final wrap-up. So if that sounds like something you want, definitely visit us. We would love to feature you. So welcome, everyone, to Inspirations for Your Life. Oh, and by the way, Mama T's, congratulations on your grand opening. I know you guys just had it. I believe it was this Saturday, the 27th. So congratulations on your opening there in Hawthorne. So welcome to Inspirations for Your Life. Who am I? Oh, I'm John C. Morley. I'm a serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, keynote speaker, graduate student at Montclair State University, a passionate lifelong learner, and so grateful now to be a published author. That's right. So today I continue the journey into letting go. Not an easy thing for people because many people, myself included when I was younger, you always wanted to hold on to things tight because you thought letting go meant you were losing control. You actually gain more control when you let go. But this time, we're going to go even deeper if you're ready. Because letting go is not just about removing things from your life, guys. Nope. It is about removing emotional weight and barriers from your mind that precludes you from doing what you want. And that weight is often tied to the past. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're thirsty or hungry, feel free to go grab yourself something. I have an RO water here with some fresh lemon. It is yummy. Right. But you can get something healthy or not. That's totally up to you. And come on back. So our core message today, which is important, the past is extremely powerful. Not because it defines you, but because it influences you when you are not aware of it. Many people are not stuck in their present moment. They are stuck in emotional loops from their past. They don't even know they are. And those loops silently shape decisions, reactions, and identity. So letting go is the process of breaking those loops. And I know that's hard for a lot of people to understand. So let's get right into some points that I think will help you resonate with all this. Number one, you cannot move forward while constantly looking backward. No, can't do that, guys. Direction requires attention, not memory. Number two, the past is a chapter, not the entire story. It is information, not identity. Number 3, letting go is essential when something no longer supports your own growth. Retention without purpose creates stagnation. Number 4, nostalgia can distort reality and slow progress down. Memory is not always truth. We have to remember that. Number 5, you do not owe your past unlimited emotional loyalty. Growth requires separation from outdated patterns. Number 6, forgiveness is mental release, not approval of behavior. It frees energy without rewriting history. Number 7, replaying old moments drains present capacity. Attention becomes trapped in repetition. Number 8, you are allowed to outgrow previous versions of yourself. Identity is not fixed. Closure is often a decision. Number 9, not a conversation. You do not always receive external resolution, unfortunately. Number 10, learning and dwelling are not the same thing. One creates growth, the other creates loops. Sometimes those loops, we get stuck into them infinitely, and we don't even know how we got started or we got hooked on them. Number 11, old arguments do not deserve new emotional energy. I know a lot of people that think they do, and they wonder why things aren't working right. Okay. Repetition of conflict delays healing. And people think it's okay to delay stuff. I'm here to tell you, if you delay, you're going to miss a lot of stuff. Okay. You're going to be upset because things aren't going the right way. And that is a very, very big problem for a lot of people, to actually understand, what's actually happening. So, yeah, that's a very, very big one, guys, that hopefully you'll pay attention to. Number 12, you are allowed to stop explaining your past to yourself. I know so many people are trying to figure out like why they did something. Forget about it. Just move on. And when you move on, you will be a lot better. Okay. You will be a lot better. Over-analysis creates a paralysis, but also creates what I like to say as a delay. And that delay seems to fester, seems to get worse. And it causes us to just not want to do anything, not want to change. And that's a very, very big problem, guys. A very, very big problem, and one that I think a lot of people don't realize exists. But it's a poison that actually basically keeps us back from achieving our goals. Number 13, guys, resentment acts like a constant emotional tax. It reduces available mental energy. That's number 1. And when you reduce energy, well, the party's basically over, right? The party's over. And I think that's a problem that many people they just don't get. They don't understand why that is, or why that's happening. And I want to say it's important to understand that, right? And know what it means and where it's taking you or where it's holding you back from. Because see, a lot of the things in our life we don't do, but we don't realize why we're not doing it. We don't understand the price of something. We had somebody speaking today, and he was talking about a guy who had gotten a very huge award at a large publicly traded company. And now he's about to step down and retire. And there are a lot of younger people that were up for his position. And he says, if you want this position, you can have it. But I'm going to share the price with you that you're going to have to pay to get it. You're going to have to not learn your family's favorite color or their favorite book or even their first friend. You may miss many firsts, but that's a choice you're going to have to make if you want this position. Because this position is something you need to be at all the time. A lot of people don't realize the price something costs, and it's not a dollar costs. It's an experience cost, and that's priceless. Number 14, releasing the past creates space for the future. Letting go, guys, is expansion. And when we let go, well, we're able to breathe. And that breathing allows us to see that everything was always there in the past. We just never really paid attention to it. We never paid attention to it at all. And that might sound sad, but I think it's because some people don't live a life of awareness until they fall into almost a burnout. Number 15, you are not betraying your history by moving forward. A lot of people think, oh, well, if I don't do this anymore, then my history is being sacrificed. Nope. Evolution is not rejection. And I know a lot of people are like, well, if I do it this way, does that mean I'm disrespecting my grandparents or parents or something? No, it doesn't. Right? So I think when we get into a loop of doing things, we're like, well, why am I doing it this way? Or why am I not doing it this way? Okay. That's an important piece. Number 16, some people are meant to remain memories, not current roles in your life. Not all connections scale forward. And that's not something to be sad about. Some people will come into your life and they'll stay there forever. Some people will come in for a day. Some people will come in for a week, a month, a year or more and leave. And I think if you understand those things, you're going to be like, oh, now I actually get it. Now I know why this is this way. Right? And that's a problem. That's a problem. And I think there are people out there that go seek the ego because they think that's what it's about. And they don't realize that by seeking the ego, they're actually, well, circumventing trust. They're manipulating people in a way that seems logical and it seems fair, but it's actually an unfair advantage. Number 17, guys, your standards can evolve even if others do not. Growth changes expectations. And you got to learn that up front. If you don't understand that, then you're going to be very fearful of growing. Okay? Very fearful of growing. And I want to tell you that growing can be scary. Because one of the biggest things most people have a fear of is that they're not going to be able to handle it. They're not going to be enough. You know what the other fear is? That they're going to be too much for success. That they won't be able to handle it. So one is that they're not enough for it, and one is that they're too much, and that it won't work with them. Number 18. Letting go is freedom. It's not loss. It increases emotional capacity every day. And when I ask someone to let go, they're like, they'd rather do a million other things, but they don't want to let go. They don't want to let go. And I think that's a point that many people today don't understand that concept. They don't understand why that is happening. And that happens, guys, because you're in a certain state. And that state actually changes how you operate in life. It's an evolution. It's a perception. And this comes through a culmination of the inputs, things you see, you hear, you touch, you taste, you smell. Everything creates your perception. And your perception, ladies and gentlemen, they create reality. Number 19, you can keep lessons without keeping emotional weight. Learning does not require attachment. No. Number 20, stop carrying stories that reduce your identity and your worth. Narratives will shape your behavior every day. So if you're hanging on a story and the story's not working for you, maybe it's time to ditch that story, right? And if you can't ditch the story, then maybe you've got to change your way. And that way might just keep you from all the things you've ever wanted in your life. And that might sound sad, but it really makes a difference. And that difference is the difference between you becoming successful and you not becoming successful. It happens by your perceptions, and then your perceptions will actually interconnect with your actions that you're going to take, your inspired actions, which are going to come from your inspired thoughts. Okay. That's an important thing to understand. But many people today don't understand that. And I'll say they don't understand it because they get scared. They get scared of what's happening in their life. They get scared of the potential that could be going on in their life. And for whatever reason, they just don't know why something is a certain way. Right? I think that's a hard thing for a lot of people to understand. They go one way and then they try to change, but then they don't realize what got them to cross the threshold, what got them to change their perception in life. And until they make that realization, they're never going to change. They're never going to grow. Number 21, the past can guide you, but it should not lead you. Direction belongs to the present, not the past. Number 22, today, release one thought that pulls you backward. Awareness begins with small actions, micro steps. When you start to release things, your life gets easier. You actually get more control when you release things. That's a pretty important thing, guys. And that means something to a lot of people, but they don't always understand it day one. They go into a loop once and they think they're done, but they keep looping. It reminds me, if you ever being an Eagle Scout, and I remember when I was a Cub Scout, even a Weebelo, we would follow the older scouts and we'd go around a tree and we'd come back half hour, an hour later. I think we're at the same tree. No. It's a different tree. We come back again 20, 30 minutes later. That's the same tree. No, it's a different tree. I said, I have an idea. What are you doing? I'm tying my scarf around the tree because I have a strange hunch this is the same tree or a rope or what. So I think it was a rope I tied around the tree. He said, well, why are you doing that? That's stupid. We'll just do it. So we came back. No, it's a tree. No, that's the same tree. I tied a rope around it. Oh, I guess we should go this way then. So you don't realize that your perceptions are shaping your direction until you become aware, like we did with wasting several hours going around that tree. Number 23, stop justifying patterns that no longer serve you. Explanation often delays change, and humans love to procrastinate. They think it's an easier way, but really, guys, it's not easier. It becomes harder. And I think that's something that a lot of people, they don't understand, that it's about who you are and what you can become. That means a lot, guys. That means a lot. And I could tell you guys that these are things that maybe won't resonate with you immediately. But I want to tell you that they have the potential to change who you are and even the people you interact with. Number 24, you do not need to win old emotional battles. Nope. Closure is not victory. You might think it is. It's not victory. Number 25, your present life cannot grow inside old emotional environments. As much as you try, you're going to burn a lot of energy, but you're not actually going to get anywhere. Does that make sense? And I can say that it's a little bit crazy that people don't understand this. They just kind of go a certain way and they don't realize why something is being a certain way. And that happens because we get comfortable in a certain state and we don't bother to explore outside that circle or that state. So we figure, let's just stay comfortable, right? Let's do what we need to do because humans like to stay comfortable. And I've told you before, the growth does not lie in comfortability, it lies in discomfort. Context matters, guys. Number 26, moving lighter allows you to move further. Less weight increases distance, right? Number 27, you're allowed to restart any time in your life or any point in your life. Reinvention is always available. You can hit reset. You don't just have to do it on Monday or on January 1st. That's a myth, okay? Or on the first of the month. You can reset anytime you want. Just like you can reset your mileage counter on your car anytime you want. You don't have to reset it at the beginning of a trip. It makes sense, but you can reset it anytime you're driving. Number 28, letting go is a skill that strengthens with practice. The first time I was young, when I had to let go, it was like, oh my gosh. I was like, what am I doing? Am I killing myself? No, it feels strange, but when you go with it and you realize you get more control, it's like, oh, wow, I actually get this. Emotional discipline is trainable. But again, it doesn't happen overnight. Number 29, every release is a vote for yourself. Choices define direction. Okay. That takes people their entire life sometimes to even understand what that even means. Number 30, letting go is step one of leveling up. And that's step two, release creates the path forward. So many people hold on to things and they just don't release them. They can, but they don't. Before we close out the show, again, I want to give that reach out to it's Mama T's in Hawthorne, New Jersey. So again, it is a brand new opening. In fact, it formerly was a place called Iggy's. It's at 191 Diamond Bridge Avenue in Hawthorne, New Jersey. You could check it out. They have things like nana pie. They have with just fresh mozzarella, plum tomato, roasted garlic, fresh basil. Looks really good. Summer salad, fresh arugula, strawberries, cherry, tomatoes, hot honey, roasted pecans. They have Seth's Best Sub, was a chicken cutlet, caramelized onions, sauteed jalapenos, and cheddar cheese. That looks delicious too. Then they have things like dinner on demand, a home cooked meal without the hassle. You can pick and basically build your own meal, which is kind of neat. They have things like game day deals, like the championship combo, the fan favorite fest, and the ultimate watch party pack. And they have a Mama T's championship feast, which is 3 18-inch plain pizzas, 50 wings, 12 garlic knots, 25 mozzarella sticks, and two 2-liter sodas for $178.95. So, of course, they have pizza. They have margarita pizza. They have gluten-free pizza. They have Sicilian pie. They have the Greg, which is a house favorite. It's plum tomato, mozzarella, pepperoni, and the ricotta cheese. They have specialty pies like super supreme pizza, pepperoni, sausage, peppers, onions, mushrooms, and, of course, olives. They have a bruschetta pizza, which I'm sure you know. They have the carne amore pizza, pepperoni, sausage, ham, bacon, dipping, drizzle sauce, which you can get. Yeah, Victor's Hawaiian pizza, ham, bacon, pineapple, mozzarella. They got a molto formaggio pizza, a white pizza, bianca, no red sauce, ricotta, cheese, mozzarella, provolone, Romano cheese, which is they say is recommended, barbecue chicken pizza. They have buffalo pizza. They have a drunken carbonara pizza. They have a drunken paisan. They have a make it scampi. They have a straight shooter, pepperoni, jalapenos, mozzarella, vodka sauce, and dipping sauce. Mama T's veggies. They have a strip Sicilian, which is Sicilian with vodka, pesto, and tomato sauce. They have a chick on the ranch pizza, chicken bacon ranch pie. They have a penne drunken pie, penne vodka pizza. They have gluten-free available of that, chicken parm pie. They have appetizers. They have a lot of food here, guys. I definitely would check it out. And I hope that you guys will visit jasonacademy.com, fill out the form, and invite us to come to your location to do a live show. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the truth. The past does not disappear on its own. Sorry. You have to release it. You need to choose it. You decide when it stops leading your life. If you don't decide, it keeps leading and it keeps controlling it. And every time you let go of something that no longer belongs, you make room for something that does. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and this has been Inspirations for Your Life. And this is where letting go becomes leveling up. Now, don't give yourself a hard time if you can't let go right away. It takes time, right? Like when you start swimming, don't expect to be a diver overnight or be a great breaststroke swimmer overnight or even do the crawl stroke overnight. Things take time, right? You first got to learn how to breathe. You got to learn how to crawl before you can walk. You got to learn how to walk before you can run. So letting go might be a little of a process. So I tell you to not get frustrated, but enjoy that process. Disassociate with things. And when you do, they won't have control of you. Have yourself a great rest of your day or evening. And I'll catch you guys another show real soon. Check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Be well, everyone. Take care.